about the dark side.
The scientific name is Treponema Pallidum from the spirochetes family, thought to have come over to the New World in the 16th century along with Christopher Columbus. T. pallidum is a bacterium that causes venereal syphilis through sexual intercourse and congenital syphilis through the placenta to the fetus. 3 subspecies are Bigel, Yaz, and Pinta, which are a chronic skin and tissue disease transmitted through skin to skin or mouth to mouth. T. pallidum is a gram-negative helical shape that is motile with an outer membrane, peptidoglycan layer, an inner membrane, protoplasmic cylinder, and a periplasmic space. It is highly pathogenic due to its unique structure that comes from the outer membrane and lacks endotoxins, but does have a large amount of lipoproteins which cause inflammation. There are 5 stages, but not everyone will have all of them. They first start with an incubation period, which runs from 10 to 90 days. Primary syphilis comes about 3 weeks after exposure. Secondary syphilis may occur within 3 months of the primary infection. Latent syphilis can be up to a year to appear, and tertiary syphilis can remain dormant and show up 20 to 40 years after the primary infection. Symptoms can be painless and go unnoticed, so it may be hard for an infected person to realize they are infected. Syphilis is known as the Great Pretender due to varying symptoms. Symptoms can include chancre, which is a smooth base with raised borders or ulcers. Secondary syphilis may be worse with rashes on palms of the hand and soles of the feet. Fever, malaise, lesions in your mouth or oral cavity are also some symptoms. There is no common virulence factor. It cannot survive outside of a host, so it is hard to culture. Motility is one of the factors of virulence for T. pallidum. It is very motile and uses its flagella to propel itself by rotating around the longitudinal axis. Numerous lipoproteins may cause the inflammatory mediators by toll-like receptor 2 recognition. There are no cytotoxins, so it is most likely that inflammation is the ensuing adaptive immune response for tissue destruction. Humans are the only known reservoir and host for Treponema pallidum. This bacteria can reinfect over and over, showing that our body's ability to fight does not create a long-lasting immune response. For over 7 decades, T. pallidum has been treated with penicillin and is still sensitive to it after all these years. Benzathine penicillin G is effective at all stages of this disease. There is also antimicrobial therapy, which is less used. There is a variety of testing for this disease, such as dark field microscopy and serology tests, but they are not 100% effective. There is currently no vaccine to fight against syphilis. The precautions given are to avoid the disease, to use condoms, and avoid sexual contact with someone that has it or an active lesion. This is still one of the most common STDs in today's society.